everyone, my name's Miss Barrick and I am the Home Economics teacher at Wallace Hall Academy. I am really sorry that I am not able to be here in person for your induction days, but instead what I wanted to do is introduce myself to you. I wanted to give you a virtual tour around the classroom, just to put your mind a little bit at ease of what it's going to be like when you come in August. So I'm just going to get my phone and I'm going to take my phone a wee walk around the classroom so that you have an idea and a feel for the department. Okay, so off we go. So this is the corridor that I'm in just now. Down this way is design and technology, and if I turn around, down that way is mathematics, and also Mrs. Bruce, who does maths and French, so she's down that way. If we look up to the wall, hopefully, I don't know how to change the camera around, that's good, isn't it? If we look up to the wall, this is one of our notice boards where we put lots of different things up there, and you can also see on there I put what's cooking for the week. So we're just going to go into my classroom. So this is my door here, it's open just now. So it says Miss Barrick's Home Economics Classroom, and this is what my classroom looks like. Now, this is my desk at the front here. So this is where I do most of the teaching from, but because it's home economics, I am all over the classroom. So I'll just do you a wee 360 of the classroom. You can only just see some of it because of the way the light comes in the afternoon. So it's quite a big classroom. We've got lots of benches. Now just now it is not as tidy as I'd like it to be because we have been making visors and we've been doing them for all the NHS staff. So I'm just going to show you one of the benches that's not, I'm going to take over here actually because there's not as much here. So this is what one of the units looks like. We've got a hob here, there, and we have got a cooker here. Okay, so we've got a hob and we've got an oven. Actually, that dial should be around there. And you get workbenches. So this one's numbers. You can see we've got number 5 and we've got number 6 here. You've got a sink each as well. And you work at these stations in pairs. Now, hopefully, if I open up this cupboard, it'll look like it's supposed to. So we've got all of our equipment in the drawer. And we've got a wee sign that tells us what's in there. And then in the cupboard, we've got a sign on the cupboard door that tells us what we should have in there. And, that should be up there. We've got all of the cupboard structure in there too. Okay, so you get a drawer and a cupboard per person, and you work at a bench with 2 of you. So this is the HE room. Okay, so this is the main practical room that we'll be using. So it's a little bit messy just now, but it will be tidier when you come to us in August. I'm going to take you out into the corridor to show you where all of the food is stored. So the food is stored in an area called the food store or the chill, and what this is it's a big walk-in fridge. So I'm going to pop the light on and open the door. Now what it's being used for just now, so this is the big walk-in fridge. What it's being used for just now? Well, it's being used to store all of the meals that are going home for people. So in here we've got mince and tatties, and there's a few different meals in there. So it's got storing all the food just now for people going home during COVID-19. But this is where your food would be stored once you've cooked it. So I'm just going to close that up again. So that's the fridge. So that's just opposite the classroom. So the classroom's there, that open door there, and then the fridge is just here. So I'm going to take you down this wee corridor, and this takes you in to where I would usually keep, it's locked. I will get the keys. Give me 2 seconds. I forget that they lock all of the store cupboards during the holidays or during non-school time. So we'll just take you into the store cupboard. Okay, so it's got staff changing facility because that's what it used to be. I've got to find the right key. There we are. So this just looks like a staff changing room. It's got loads of doors And inside is where we keep all our foods. So we've got some oats in here, we've got some sugar, and we've got all an array of spices in there. Usually these cupboards would be full. They are not full because when we heard about COVID-19 right at the very start before Easter, we donated all the food to food banks. So there's nothing in there just now. Going through here then, this is taking us into the hospitality kitchen. So the hospitality kitchen, for some of you might know what it is. It is a big professional kitchen. So you can see behind me all the equipment that we have in here. So we have a big professional oven. We've got a microwave, so this is a very, very powerful microwave in here. We've got a blast chiller down here, we don't use that very often. We've got dessert fridges down here. We've got, this is affectionately known as the cement mixer. It's massive, it's just a giant mixer. We've got some more ovens over here and some hobs. This is where, if you choose to take the, oh, can't see that very well, choose to take the barista course, this is where that is run. So that is the barista coffee machine. So like you see in Costa or Starbucks, you can do professional coffees on that machine there. Now in here, this would usually be set up as a restaurant. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, the classrooms can't hold the full amount of people, so there's spare desks and chairs, and that is currently being used to store spare desks and chairs. So it doesn't look like that all the time. Usually it's got these fancy tables set up as a restaurant. Also in Pegasus, we've got this grill machine here. This down here is just the wash bay, so that's just where we do all the washing. We've got big fryers, these can get used to do big portions of chips. We've got the freezers are down here, and there's another hob that we cook on there. So there's lots of different things in here. This is used, not usually in the lower classes, but it's used further up the school for the bigger accredited courses. So that is the hospitality kitchen, going back out through the food store and back to the classroom just now. So that is your virtual tour of the home economics department. Okay, so that's me back in my classroom. That is the virtual tour over. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you 2 challenges as part of your induction day tasks. Now challenge 1 is going to be to make a fruit animal, or fruit or vegetable animal. So you can get any fruit or any vegetable and you are to make it into an animal. And I'm going to video myself doing one of them, and I'm going to upload that and let you see that too to give you some inspiration. The second challenge that I'm going to upload for you to do is to come up with a list of personal hygiene and a list of kitchen hygiene rules that we think we might need in the home economics kitchen. So personal hygiene, I want you to think about things like, well, what do I do with my long hair when I'm cooking? What do I do about not getting anything on my white top? What might I wear? Would something like this, would something like these, would these come in handy? Would these be useful? Would this sign, what does this mean? What's this talking about? Is it talking about washing our hands? Why is that affecting personal hygiene? So they're the things that we're looking at with personal hygiene. What about kitchen hygiene? What do we think about that? What could be the rules for that? Well, we could be looking at washing dishes. How do we wash our dishes? How do we wash our units? Do we wash the cooker if we spill something on it? Do we wear oven gloves when we take stuff out the oven? So stuff like that, okay? So I'm going to post those 2 tasks for you to do, and you will be able to submit your work and send in your pictures. Okay, so it was lovely to meet you all, and I really hope that you found this video useful and you've got something from it and you're able to feel a little bit more relaxed about coming into the home economics department. So I will hopefully see you in August. Have a lovely summer holiday. Bye bye, first years.